Hello, hello, my beautiful YouTube family. Welcome back to the L learning portion of T.E.L.L. Joanne. I am your girl, Joanne. Guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying the 8 o'clock segment of the story behind the song, because I definitely have been enjoying it. And I'm not going to do much more talking. Let's just get to our chair so we can get to the story, okay? So if you are part of the family, aka you're already subscribed, you know you're the bomb. That's what it is. You know you're the best. You know I love you. But if you're new to the channel, this is why I say hello, hello, hello. Now put me on pause or get yourself a beverage of choice. Hit that subscribe button so that you can become part of this absolutely amazing community. And on count of 3, we'll do our chair. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. First time reaction to Deep Purple, Child in Time, the story behind the song. So this is another one I'm actually quite interested in. And I actually just learned of the group Deep Purple because you guys recommended the song. And I heard this song and I just absolutely love the song. And I just felt the song was so passionate and so powerful. So I'm very, very curious to know what the story is behind. I mean, I had assumed that the story was about war and peace and all of those the trauma that happened, just the innocence of things, and just the plea of peace. Anyway, enough talking for me. I'm just really interested to hear the story behind the actual song. All right, without further talking, let's go.
Ian Gillan joined my band in '65, writing songs together. And we did that for a couple of years when the Purple thing happened. He was offered the job in the band and took it. And then Ian called me up and said, you know, we've written some songs, this band I'm joining, they're looking for songs.
And we went to the first rehearsal, and this is where it came in, why they had no idea what to expect from me apart from a high voice. But they didn't realize they were getting a singer and a bass player, but also a songwriting team, because Roger and I had been writing for some years. So the whole thing just kicked off at the first thing, and the chemistry, the human chemistry, just was amazing. Was amazing.
It was a real eye-opener. I'd never met musicians like that. They weren't just good. They were brilliant. Ian Gillan and I, although we went as a kid, we'd never toured America.
What an amazing thing to say about your colleague, right? Who becomes your friend, who maybe even becomes your family, is to say that they're not just good, they're brilliant. To show that that you admire them. That's amazing.
Although we went as a kid, we'd never toured America, and they'd done several tours at that point. Well, it was actually, they were just describing America to us, and they were talking about, oh yeah, it's a fantastic thing. Just 50 channels on the TV, there are enormous bedrooms and lots of girls and music and great bands, man. What about those bands? And they talked about Spirit and a couple of other ones, and It's a Beautiful Day.
He said, yes, have you heard that song called Bombay Calling? I said, no. Well, they're an instrumental band, and so we played it on a cassette or something, and it's very fast. Violin. And John was sitting at the piano, and he was going, bum, 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 bum. So I said, well, that's just incredible. So I started singing.
Sweet child in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between the good and the bad. See the blind man, yeah, he's shooting at the world, bullets flying, oh, taking toll.
Lo and behold, a song appeared. Yes, it's borrowed, but it's something they never have written, and we probably wouldn't have written without them. So,
I mean, it was just the tune. That sometimes the words just pop out of the air, and it did with that one.
I'm crying for you day and night.
Sweet child, in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between good and bad. We were in the middle of the Cold War at that time. Things were terrifying. A lot of songs were written along that base, but you never try to be too literal with a song, never try to say, oh, it's going to blow me up and kill me, oh, it's a big danger to us all. You try and be poetic if you can.
It was all about the instrumental side of the band. Richie and John wanted a solo. That's and Ian Gillan, you know, describes the band as an instrumental band with vocal accompaniment.
They never used to listen to me about the key, but the key is too high. We'll sing higher, but it's beyond my range. So in the end, I just kept going up and up and up. At the Royal Opera House, they have a special name for my singing, which was tenor passaggio, I think it's called. And the public, the journalists, only had the word scream. But screaming to most people is, you know, I was singing.
And I loved it.
Over the years, it got turned into a kind of a bit of a political event between Richie and Gillan.
It was just that much too high. If you had a cold or a strain, then I'd say to the guys, no Child in Time tonight, guys. I can't sing it, or it's going to put me out of work for 2 weeks.
And we respected that. He's the one that has to sing it, you know.
And then Richie would start playing it.
And the audience, of course, went nuts, and Ian was forced to sing it. And it's an Olympic event.
And then the next night he would do it, and the next night he would do it again. And it would just be, there are phrases that I can't use on interviews like this, but he got great pleasure from it. And then,
wasn't that amazing? I'm just gonna pause because I do remember my first experience hearing him, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, it was just amazing. That's I think I was clapping and doing all of that to hear. But that's interesting to find out the background of it. Like I like that you said it's not about the vocals. The vocals came with the band, and how he met the challenge. He met the challenge, and it was absolutely beautiful. But another thing that they talked about, which is so interesting, and I guess like this is where music comes and time comes, and then, you know, understanding what it really is. And I love how he said it. You have to be poetic. When musicians are messengers. I'm going to say that. They are messengers. They are messengers. They are messengers. They are messengers. They are messengers of peace. They are messengers of whatever that they choose to be, to stand up. And whether they realize how powerful they are, they really are powerful. And it's interesting to hear that he's talking about the time. He's talking about the war. He's talking about the things. But he has to be poetic in how he says it, right? Because at that time, and in the future and currently now, there are a lot of things that we cannot just come out and say. But when we give the message and we say the message, the right people hear it, the right people understand the meaning behind it, and it touches the people that it's supposed to touch. You know what I mean? And to the point that there's movements. So I just think it's absolutely amazing that they were able to do that. And I think it's amazing that people who have the ability to display their art in such a way to move others. But yeah, his voice though, his voice was pretty amazing. So it's cool to hear the story. Like that is definitely very cool to hear that story. All right, let me go back a little.
And then I suddenly thought, well, this is reality. I don't want to be screaming my nuts off when I'm 70 years old. And from that moment I stopped singing it, and I never sang it since. It's a young man's song. It's so histrionic, the performance on that. It's out there completely.
You didn't know what was going to happen next. Powerful and crazy and loose. There's a sense of freedom when you listen to that.
But that's excitement, I think. I remember growing my hair long for the first time. I was riding in the New Forest, riding bareback on a horse, just wearing a pair of jeans. And for the first time I could feel the hair on my back. It was growing long, and I could feel the wind on my skin. And it was incredibly primitive. I felt like an animal, and it was very uplifting. And that came through in the music, I think, that feeling.
Wow. Guys, as I continue on this journey and hear these amazing stories, it's just, Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you've seen this video, this is the first time that you heard the first time that you are hearing this interview. And definitely comment below and let me know what other interviews that you guys feel that we want to share, we should share with the community. All right. On that note, I'm going to see you guys on the next reaction.